evolution happens up to the human stage. Up to the human stage, spontaneously is true. But at the stage of human beings, you see, we are specially made because we have lifted our head and this I-ness has come into us, you see. The animals don't have that I-ness. We have that I-ness. And because of that happening, what happens? That the ego and superego meet here and get calcified. And you become Mr. X, you become Mr. Y. So your awareness is very different from that of an animal. And in this awareness, you must get that you have got your realization. If you don't get it, you cannot use it. It cannot be like an animal to human being. It has to be of a nature that you know about it. You are aware of it. If you are not aware that you have got your realization, then you won't be able to use it further. That's why this is important that you should get it in your awareness. Very good question.
Too many, from my answers, but too many talks have advising on these special breathing exercise.
What? Breathing exercise?
And yet other talks say that...
Yes, I agree with you. It's very confusing. All right. It's very confusing. I agree with you. See, whatever people say, you shouldn't believe it. Now, you must see, for even what I say, you should not believe, but keep yourself open. All right? Now, some say you should do breathing exercise. Now, you should think about it. You see, by breathing, it's a living process. What I said, you come to right conclusion that evolutionary process is a living process. All right? So, for living process, supposing you have to sow a seed. All right? What do? You take a seed and put it in the Mother Earth. When you put it in the Mother Earth, she has the capacity to sprout it. All right? But supposing you breathing exercises you do or do what you like, it won't come up. It will only come up if the person who has the authority to enlighten you can enlighten you, and then once you are enlightened, you can enlighten another person. So that you can verify whether you are enlightened or not. You can see with your naked eye the pulsation of the Kundalini, the rising of the Kundalini. You can feel it with the stethoscope. It comes upon your head here and it breaks. When it breaks there, the sound stops. You can hear lap, lap, just like the heart beat going up, and it breaks up here and you start feeling the cool breeze coming out of your head. But the transformation starts working out gradually within you, which you start seeing and you can verify it. So, you see, if you say that it is spontaneous, it should happen, but at this stage it cannot, because you have to enter into the kingdom of God. You are special people, so you have to be aware of it. You should know that now you have evolved. We never knew till Darwin put up this theory that we have evolved, isn't it? We never knew that we have evolved from amoeba to this stage. That was all right, but today you have to know, because that is the blessing of God which you should know. And you should know everything, not only that, but you should know what are these centers, how they work out, how you can handle them, how can you arrange them, how can you give realization, how can you raise others' Kundalini, everything you have to know now, absolutely without paying anything. All this knowledge you have to have. Now for breathing, somebody says you do breathing exercise. Now that is also one has to do sometimes in Sahaja Yoga. But in Sahaja Yoga, the first thing is the awakening of the Kundalini. Because supposing you have a problem of the center heart, as they call it. Now here you see the green one and the yellow one, there's another center there. The green, you see this green and that green, there's another bluish center, if you see, that center one. If that is out of order, then you have to do a kind of a breathing exercise. If that is out of order, not otherwise. You see, it is the way we are doing everything is indiscriminate. We try to do something which is not necessary, or which has no relationship to our troubles or our weaknesses. It's like supposing now I have to go to London. Now I don't know how the traffic is going to be on the way, all right? So I beforehand, if I start pushing for the traffic, is absurd, because I'm not yet facing it. When the Kundalini moves, then only you will know where the problem is. And then you should try to solve it. If it is at a lower centers or at a higher centers, you have to do something else. All the exercises that are told in the Patanjali Yoga Shastra are just a wee bit of the whole thing. There are Ashtangas, there are 8 angas of the yoga. Out of that, one of them has got Yamaniyama, out of which 1/3 are the exercises. These exercises only correct the backbone, the physical side of it, not the subtler side of it. So when you just start looking after your health or say your physical side, you neglect your emotional side. A person who looks after his health too much can be a very dry person, absolutely feelingless. He can become absolutely feelingless. If somebody dies, he won't feel anything and he'll think, I've become a great saint. But he'll be a hot-tempered fellow, extremely hot-tempered. You can't go near him. If you go near him very much, he may bark or he may bite you. So that sort of a thing might happen. So you have to understand in complete integration, where is the problem, what is the problem, and what is the treatment needed. But once it happens to you, then only you will know. You can verify it one after another. So this is what it is. You have to know about it. Everything you must know why you are doing what. This, why you have to do it. What is the need to do this? What is the need to do that? But if somebody tells you, just do this, stand on your heads, you start doing that. Why? Why should we stand on our heads? What is the need to stand on our heads? Everything should be logical, as I said, but once you get your realization, the whole thing becomes so logical because you start understanding the laws of the divine. Once you understand those laws, then you know by doing what, you get what. For example, leukemia, a disease like leukemia, we have cured and we can cure leukemia very easily. Cancer can be cured also. Now how leukemia is caused? Perhaps people do not know. It's caused because a person is very hasty, very speedy. When he is sort of in the morning, he takes his breakfast in his hand, sits on his car, and all the time is in a haste, going for his work, and there's a jam on the way, and he's absolutely upset. This spleen, which is on the left-hand side, you see, has to produce red blood corpuscles for your emergencies. And it becomes crazy. It becomes absolutely crazy. It doesn't know what to do with a person who's doing 3-4 things simultaneously in a hasty way. When it becomes crazy, the situation is created. The situation for leukemia is created, and if it is triggered, as the doctors say, they call it as protein 58, protein 52, because doctors are honest, they don't want to say more than what they know, but when we know, we can tell you that what it is. They say that these proteins enter into us and they trigger the cancer. Now what are these proteins? They say that they come from an area which is built within us since our creation. We call it as collective subconscious. All those things you will know, how they trigger, how they come in, and what happens to them. It is very simple to understand because here we are dealing with the principles which create it. Once it gets out of principles, then it gets on, you see, complicated. But if you know how to handle the principle, you can correct it and can manage it. It's a fact. You can verify it yourself, and you have to verify it, keep your mind open and see for yourself. All right? Thank you. Should we have the experience now? All right? But you all have to promise me that I'll work it out, but you must continue with it. You should not just give up halfway, because that's not good. That's very, very sad. As Christ has said, a parable, that some seeds fell on the rocks. I saw beautiful red rocks near Exeter. I hope also there is very beautiful soil, which is red and nice. I saw very good barley fields and other fields. I hope there are people who will receive realization and sprout into beautiful trees of Sahaja. May God bless you. You have to just, now again I'll tell you, you have to do few things which are simple. You have to take out your shoes. For one reason, that the Mother Earth helps us to suck in the problem, you see. So just take out your shoes. Nothing extraordinary has to be done. Those people can come forward. How are you today? Are you feeling all right, this gentleman? Are you all right? How are you feeling? You came? How are you? All right. Just put your hands like this. It's your own. I mean, you should be cheerful about it. Absolutely cheerful. It's just there. You have to find it. That's all. This is your property, which you are going to have. There's no obligation, nothing. It's just your own. Be cheerful about it. There's nothing to be frightened. Nothing is going to happen. It's very simple. Just put your hands like that. Close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Now don't open your eyes till I tell you, because the Kundalini doesn't rise above a certain center of Agya if your eyes are opened out. So please keep them closed. Just see, this is against hypnotism, where they put some spirits through eyes. So keep your eyes shut, because there is dilatation of the pupil when the Kundalini rises, and if the the eyes are not closed, it stops at a point. So just help yourself. Little bit cooperate with me and it will work out. I am sure it will work out. Just cooperate with me a little. Put both the hands towards me, just like this. Put both the hands. If you have anything tight on your body, you can loosen it a little bit and be comfortable. You have to be comfortable. If anything tight on your body, just loosen it if possible. Put both the hands towards me. Just like that. Keep your eyes shut, please. Now the first thing I have to request you, that you have to say, Mother, I am not guilty. This you say it at least 3 times. With complete confidence, with complete belief in yourself, that you are not guilty. Because whatever guilt you think of is just a speck. I am talking about God, who is the ocean of love, the ocean of compassion, ocean of forgiveness. Whatever you have done, just forget it and say, Mother, I am not guilty. First of all, you must respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, it's not going to work out. Just say, Mother, I am not guilty. Three times you say, Mother, I am not guilty. Already some people must have started feeling the cool breeze. Their vibrations are too much. Now you put your right hand on your heart. Now ask me a question. Mother, am I the spirit? Ask me a question thrice, please. Just ask me a question with confidence. Mother, am I the spirit? Now bring that hand down. You've already started feeling the cool breeze? Down below. You bring that hand down below on the left hand side on your stomach. Now here at this point, you have to say, ask a question again. Mother, am I my own master? Am I my own guru? Because you are. But just ask a question. By asking the question, the center starts working. In a humble way, please ask in a humble way, Mother, am I my own guru? Now raise it again, the hand to your heart. And say, Mother, I am the spirit. Now say it 12 times. With full confidence. With full confidence say it, Mother, I am the spirit. Now put this right hand on the left hand side of your neck. Now say, Mother, I am not guilty. Say it 16 times, because this is a punishment for feeling guilty. It's the worst center all of you have got. I don't know why you sit down and start feeling guilty for nothing at all. Now put your right hand again across your forehead, and just say one thing twice. Mother, genuinely, honestly, I forgive everyone. You have to be honest. If you are dishonest, it won't work out. Mother, I forgive everyone. Genuinely, please say that. This is how I am teaching you also how to raise your own Kundalini. I forgive everyone. Say it twice. Absolutely, genuinely you say it. I forgive everyone. Now put this hand on your head, resting on your head in the center. Try to press it and see if it is hot or cold. Let's see. At this point, I have to request you, because I cannot get over your freedom. I cannot. You have to ask for your realization. I cannot just force you down into it. So you have to say, Mother, please give me my realization. Just say that at that point. Unless and until you ask for it, I cannot do it. I just can't do it. I cannot force you into it. Press the hand. Hard. Hard you press it. You can press it with fingers if you want. Now raise your hand and see if there's a cool breeze coming out. If not, put your right hand, and with the left hand you can feel it. See if there's a cool breeze coming out. Normally people should feel it, but if you are complicated, it's rather difficult. But normally you should. Whole left is catching. Put your another hand and see. Will the Sahajogis see some of the people? Because I'm in a hurry to go today, so just let's see if we can finish. See this gentleman maybe? Yes, I don't know. This one. So ask right questions, no doubt. Yes, he did feel. He did feel. Yes. What about?
Thank you.